This is the Jerry White Show. I'm your host, Jerry White. Today, we are going to wrap up the summer series of just each team at Oahu County High School, kind of their summer preview, kind of see what's going on. And today, we end this with 2A state champion conquerors of Coosa Christian. Give you a few minutes to join me here. Kind of out of nowhere, just surprise. Here we are. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Great week, great month, man. This is the 29th of July. That means school is almost back here in session. Football practice getting underway. Hey, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to be having a whole lot of shows going on between Jeff and I on the Kapow Network. We're going to be doing coaches shows for Coach Alaric Williams here of Coosa Christian, first-year coach. Of course, we're going to be having the David Hawkins Etowah Coaches Show, first-year coach. And we're going to have Coach Randy Dupree show. He is a second-year coach at Gaston. So Coosa, Etowah, Gaston, Jeff and I have you covered here every week. It's going to be pretty special. Always love doing the coaches shows. A lot to talk about as far as high school football. I'm not really going to get into any of the speculation of what's going on right now with the Gulf States Association, anything like that. We're just strictly going to focus on Coosa Christian Conqueror football, just like we have in the previous episodes. We are going to look at Coosa Christian since the year 2020. We are going to kind of break down what they've been doing, kind of where they are now, what the expectations are. We'll look at the new region. We'll look at the schedule. Should be a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to really get into it and see what's going on with it. Yep, good. Just make sure the volume is working there. Get on here. Good afternoon, everyone. We would jump right into this. Just want to get a few people chance to get in, and please get your comments in here. Love to hear some discussion. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you want to sponsor, hey, we can talk about that too. But just like, comment, subscribe, and share. So let's just jump right into this. Let me get some of this afternoon coffees. Hey, please tag people in this. Please tag anybody at Coosa or the surrounding schools you think would want to know about this. So Coosa Christian, since 2020, they are 51-23 on the field, and they are the defending 2A state high school football champions. Unbelievable amount of success the last few years. So when we're looking at this, let's start way back in 2020, because it just didn't start. Mark O'Brien didn't come in here and just, hey, we're winning championships. He had to build the foundation. He had to build a culture. So in 2020, they were 3-7, and they had an all-state player, Evan Delp. Remember that name. We'll get back to him, big wide receiver. 2021, they took a step forward. They went 4-6. And 22 is really when you saw the Conquerors really jump. They were 9-5. They lost in the semifinals at Pickens County. To this day, they got hosed in the last play of the game. They should have played for a state championship that year as well. Okay, good. Sorry. Butch is killing me. Butch McDonald. Obviously, you're not watching the show, man, but I wish you would. He would like it. So during that 22 season, again, 9-5, they lost in the semifinals, the North Alabama Championship, on the very last play of the game. Incredible ball game, incredible team. Let me just name a few of the all-state players from that team. 3 all-state players, and Mark O'Brien also got named as recognized as the High School Association coach. Cleet O'Brien was a sophomore. He was all-state in 22. Drake Albury was a defensive lineman, and also John Mostella, running back. He was an absolute dude. The very next year in 2023, 9-6, 13-2 on the field. They lost in the state championship game. Jeff and I was our first year broadcasting for the Conquerors. What a great season. Officially on the record book is 9-6 as far as what happened on the field, 13-2. They lost that 28-21 at Leroy, and that's a game that I promise you everyone involved in that from the Coosa side says we should have won that ball game, and they should. The All-State players from that 23 squad. Cade Mickler. He was a sophomore. Man, I miss that kid. Mickler. Defensive lineman, his first year is All-State 23. Cleto Bryant, his second year, junior linebacker. Elon Motes, big tight end wide receiver. He was a junior. He got the All-State nod. And Grayson Malone, Mr. Coosa Christian, defensive back. He was a sophomore that year, made All-State. In 2024, great season, 9-1 as far as on the field. The High School Association took the playoffs from these kids. Let's be honest. That's what happened. They took the playoffs from these kids. It was an amazing season. 4-6 officially on the record books, 9-1 on the field. They had some great All-State kids there as well. Cade Mickler, his second year, defensive line All-State as a junior. Cleto Bryant, it was his senior year, and he got 3 consecutive All-States. Our kicker, George Catalinato, he was a sophomore season. He got All-State as a kicker. And Kylan K5 Johnson, his freshman year as a DB, also got All-State. Excuse me. And in 25 last year, what an incredible season. Lots of ups, lots of downs. Hold on. Before I say something I shouldn't say. Okay, now I'm good. They were 13-2 overall. They won the state championship in 2A. They won 29-22. That game was in Birmingham against Lynette, and it was a tremendous ball game, 29-22. Again, all-state players during this championship title. Cade Mickler, the defensive lineman, his senior year, 3 times in a row, he got all-state. D.L. Dodd, offensive lineman. He'll be playing some college football this year as well. He got all-state. Grayson Malone, another his second all-state selection as a DB. Kylan Johnson got his second all-state selection as a sophomore. First one was at defensive back. Last year was as a running back, and he was incredible. He was spectacular. He is a big reason why that state championship was won. There's no question about that. Also won the MVP of the game. A lot of great coaches on that team. Let's be honest, it was. When you look at defensively, you look at Teddy Albright. I said Teddy Albright, the 2 best friends. Excuse me. You look at Teddy Whitmire, the defensive coordinator. You look at Mr. Albright, kind of Teddy's right-hand guy, right? Coaches the back end of the defense, and he had some good ones back there. Eric did a great job. Other coaches as well. What's up, Ray? Congratulations on the new gig, son. Great coaches on the staff, man. There's no question about that. So let me keep on going. I left out 2 all-state players. Radley Mays, all-state senior defensive lineman, and the one and only Zayden Franklin, offensive line, playing college football at Sanford. Radley Mays playing college baseball. Kylan will be a junior. He transferred out. Grayson Malone will also be playing college football. D.L. Dodd also be playing college football. And I don't think Cade's going to play, but that's my choice. He could definitely play some ball. What up, Grant Skaggs? Thanks for watching, man. So this team is losing Cade Mickler, D.L. Dodd, Grayson Malone, Kylan Johnson, Radley Mays, Zayden Franklin. None of those kids come back. They lost quite a few from that team. I think 15 players from last year's team via transfer or graduation. Gonna hurt. Absolutely gonna hurt. Hey, do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share, comment. It helps me. It really does. Thanks, everyone, for watching. So what an amazing run from 20 to 25. Coosa, I think they set the standard in Etowah County. They won the state championship. They should have played for 4 state championships, if I'm being honest, 22, 23, 24, and 25. But they were able to do something a lot of teams never do, and that is played for 2, won 1. Very competitive in the first one. And really, if you ask those guys, anyone watched the game, Coosa had an opportunity and probably should have won the game. But that's how you grow. You've never been there before. You see what happened. Those same experiences come up in the second time they played for it. They've been there before. The game wasn't too big for them. It wasn't too big for the coaches. And they got that state championship. Again, Rush Probst was the interim head coach for that. Alaric Williams was the OC. He is now the new head coach of Coosa Christian. And let's break into that because we know everything that happened with the association. They decided to split the guys. Public and private are now split, and Coosa Christian is in 1A private Region 4. 1A Region 4 of the private school side, the smaller schools. Let's look at that region. Talk a little bit about what we know about their records and so forth. And there's some of these teams I don't know a whole lot about. If you guys do, put them in the comments. Again, like, comment, subscribe. And again, thank you to our sponsors. You see those guys scrolling at the top. It is a very interesting group of games. We'll get to the schedule right now. Let's jump into 1A Region 4. Coosa was 2A last year. Now they're 1A private Region 4, 13-2 on the season, and they were the 2A state champions. They have a first-year head coach in Alaric Williams. Decatur Heritage Christian, they were 1-9 last year. They'll be coming down from 2A, and this is the second year for their head coach there at Decatur Heritage, his 15th season overall. A lot of experience there. Lindsay Lane Christian did not have a team last year. I think they did. I think they played 8-man football. This is the first year. Obviously, they have a team, first year for the coach, and his 18th season overall. Again, a lot of experience. We look at Mars Hill. They were 15-0 last year. State champions, 15-0 in 3A football. Their coach actually left. He is now the new coach of Russellville. And their new head coach was a defensive coordinator. So, again, he is a first-year head coach. This will be his second year as being a head coach. He was a head coach one other year. A lot of experience, though, from a defense coordinator on that side of the ball. But his second year overall as a head coach, first at Mars Hill. Then Shoals Christian. They are coming from 1A football. They were 4-7. They lost in the first round of the playoffs. Their coach is in the second year. Westbrook. Everyone knows this Westbrook team is going to be a talented bunch. They are coming down from 3A football to 1A private Region 4. They were 10-2 last year, made it to the second round of the playoffs. They bring back 4 all-state kids from that team, quarterback Blevins, kicker Reed Barber. They got the Jones kid. I think they all confuse me. I think it's Titus will be back. Titus Jones, he was all-state last year. He will be back. And, of course, Easton Skaggs, the big defensive lineman, big things ahead. This kid, if he keeps progressing the way he's progressing, he will get big-time D1 offers. If he keeps working hard, thank God he get his athleticism from his mother, he's going to do okay. So we all know about Steve Smith. He's in the 4th year at Westbrook. He's won 4 state championships, 5 state, I think it's 5 state championships, and his 32nd year overall coaching high school football as a head coach. Whitesburg Christian coming down from 3A to this 1A. They were 5-6, and they made it to the first round of the playoffs last year. Their coach will be their third year. It'll be his third year. Whitesburg, his 30th overall. So you look at Lindsay Lane wasn't in the playoffs last year. Every other team in this region made the playoffs last year in 2 state championships. You got Coosa in 2A. You have Mars Hill in 3A. And this year is going to be interesting. It's going to be tough for me to think that, Westbrook is good. Just going to say it. I know my Coosa fans aren't happy with me right now, but they bring back so much. When you look at the schedule for the Conquerors here, Pierce County, again, this team is not scared to play anybody. They will line up. They will play. They don't care if you have 116 kids. They don't care if you have 30 kids. They will play you. So Pierce County, our boy Swain Morris is the defensive coordinator again, coming up to – I think he's just coming to eat at top of the river. Who knows? Ron's a very good coach and very good guys. And Coosa has got an unbelievable test to start things out. Then they go to Death Valley. They go to Alexandria. Alexandria was 10-2 last year and advanced to the second round of the playoffs, and I think they're going to be much improved. They are going to be a very, very good football team. Then at Whitesburg Christian, that's a drive straight north, and again, Whitesburg made it to the first round of the playoffs. They were 5-6 last year. They will be better than last year. Now, the next 2 games will be at home. I'm getting choked up thinking about this. Westbrook comes to town. They take the big road trip over to Phillip Edlin Stadium, and that is going to be a holy war. Westbrook, Coosa, no more talking. It's time to get it on. The next week, the defending 3A state champions come to town as Mars Hill. So Coosa has Westbrook, Coosa has Mars Hill in back-to-back weeks. Then Russellville comes to town. Russellville was 7-5 last year, made it to the second round of the playoffs. The coach at Mars Hill actually is now the new coach at Russellville. You know, they're known for championships. They're known for football. Actually, interesting stat, they are the home of the fried Oreo cookie. That's where it originated from, the concession stand at Russellville High School. Have a nice plaque up there. It's pretty special. Then Coosa gets a off week. Then Decatur Heritage comes to town. We talked about them already. They were 1-9 last year. Will be better. They do have some talented kids on that team. Then the last 2 games of the season, region games, Coosa will travel. That Decatur Heritage game will be senior night. They go to Lindsay Lane, who, again, did not have a football team last year. Then they go to Shoals Christian, who was 4-7, made it to the first round of the playoffs and 1A football last year. So that is, that is an awful tough schedule. But if you know, that's what the school does. You know, Lyric Williams really does not care who you are, what the helmet on the other side is. So right now, the Conquerors are wrapping up fall, getting ready for fall camp. Excuse me. They really had a productive so far preseason, and their attention is squarely on Pierce County week 1. And here's a look at I was able to talk to Coach Alaric Williams, someone I trust, believe in, and excited that he's getting his opportunity. Some of the key players, Peyton Clements is a junior. He's going to play right guard and defensive tackle. This is just a football player. He is a dude, make no mistake about it. A kid that I'm so excited. I can't believe he is a senior this year. And I'm talking about Rex Dodd. He is going to be playing linebacker, and this kid he can fly, great feet. He does not mind contact. He will stick his head in there. And I'm looking to see kind of how this season progresses for that young man. When you look at Jaden Butler, this is a kid I think is the next dude. I think Jaden Butler is the next guy on this football team, playing wide receiver, playing DB. Halen Palmer is a senior. He's a tight end. He's a linebacker. He is a leader. He's always in the right place. If he makes a mistake, he's doing it full speed, which you have to love. From a defensive standpoint, I'm really not sure exactly what it's going to look like because we have a new defensive coordinator. I'm sorry, don't forget former All-State George Cantlinato is back his senior season. This kid has been working hard. I mean, his leg looks like an offensive lineman. This dude is putting in the work. He's a phenomenal soccer player, and I think he's looking back to try to get that All-State title again, and he has put the work in, and I believe in George. Let me say that. Say it with me. We believe in George. Kicking, punting, whatever you need him to do, he's going to do it. I'm so excited to watch this young man progress from where he was to see how he ends his senior season. Very excited. Again, that's a former All-State kid, so he can be an absolute weapon. Let's look at the new coaches here. There is a huge, huge amount of – we talked about the Lawston kids. So Coosa lost their starting quarterback. Mac Long transferred. Kylan Johnson transferred. Maddox Gaines transferred. Carson Reed transferred. I'm sure I'm leaving some kids out. I apologize. Just off the top of my head. They lost 9 seniors. Lot to replace. They also lost really good coaches. Defense coordinator Teddy Whitmire. We're talking about Eric Albright. I'm pretty sure we're talking about who am I missing? I went blank. Ronnie Flanagan, which is kind of the glue for everything. He is a man's man. And that's not to diminish the coaches that they have. Let me just say that. I'm just giving credit to credit is due. It's been a great coaching staff. They've been on a good track. And now let's look at their new defensive staff. Evan Sanderson, defensive coordinator. He comes over from Asheville. Very excited. I've spoken with him once or twice. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how he runs a program. His son, Drake Sanderson, is a linebackers coach. I'm hearing really good things about this young man. Really a lot of energy. He likes details. He's got great charisma. I think he is doing a fantastic job. Ivan Catlin. Oh, that's my dude right there. He's been coaching defensive line with Shelton Abbott. Both those guys will be on the defensive line, and those are absolutely two dudes. On the back end, the defensive backs, we got my guy Reggie Ruffin and MJ Jones. They're two peas in a pod, man. These are good. They've been doing it for a long time. They do it on the Pee Wee level. They know the kids, right? They help develop kids. So that defense, that's what it's looking like on the offensive side of the football. Vinny Dupree, Big Vin, is an offensive analyst. Skylar Dillard, also an offensive analyst. Trent Davis, TD3, is the new running back coach. Former Etowah star, went to Duke. I called his games his whole career at Etowah High School. Him and his family are family to me. I'm so excited to have him. Seeing what he can do coaching running backs. He's got unbelievable knowledge. He's got unbelievable understanding how to relate to kids. So I'm very excited to see what TD3 Trent Davis does from the running back coach, how he runs that room. Remember when I said pay attention to Evan Delp? He's back coaching wide receivers. The former Coosa All-State player is back again coaching the wide receivers. Helping him is going to be Jacob Tucker at wide receiver and Josh Montgomery. So 3 wide receivers coaches. And those guys are kind of coach a lot of stuff. And my guy, Matthew Crane, is going to be an offensive analyst and special teams coach. So I'm very excited to see how he handles all the special teams duties. He's got a weapon in George. So let's see that we can be sure that he is up to snuff. He is going to make George work, just like this whole defense, man. Again, I'm excited because I don't know a lot of the defensive guys. I know I'm sorry, I don't know the defense coordinator and his son, but I'm hearing great things about Evan, great things about Drake. And here's how I know that that Alaric made a great hire, because I was speaking to a lot of people in Asheville where they come from, and they were disappointed. They didn't want their coaches to leave. That's how you know you got somebody good. He's a high energy guy. I'm talking about Evan. He is a very high energy, in your face. He's a tactician. So I'm very excited to see how he builds this defense. He's going to put his own stamp on. It's not going to be the Teddy Whitmire defense, not the Teddy Whitmire and Eric Albright philosophy. They're going to do their own thing. And we have to give them, got to be sure you're supporting these coaches, man, because these coaches are pouring into these kids. So let's be sure you're supporting all those guys. Catlin, Sheldon, Reggie, and MJ Jelks as well. I wanted to ask Coach Alaric Williams. He's in the middle of the camp. So I had a long conversation with him the other day and talked to him a little bit today. And I'm just asking him kind of what the message is throughout camp. And it is for him, it's bigger than football, right? Every winning season is not just on wins and losses. You're developing kids, you're developing culture. So the goal for him is to mold godly young men who are tough, who are relentless, who are unwavering in their faith. That brother's preaching, and I'm here for it. Again, Alaric Williams' goal for this Coosa Christian team is to mold godly young men who are tough, relentless, unwavering in their faith. That's the culture Coach Williams and his staff are striving to build every day. Look, these coaches have to buy into his philosophy. I'm talking about we shouldn't hear certain language on the sideline. We shouldn't hear it from the coaches. We shouldn't hear it from the players. That's what he's trying to develop, a good, godly culture, saying the right things, doing the right things, being examples, not just telling the kid, hey, you can't talk like that, then they hear you talking like that. These guys are saying it, they're doing it, and they're trying to lead by being good, godly examples. And godly doesn't mean weak. Unwavering in their faith doesn't mean weak. It means being tough, being relentless. And I'm so excited he said that. And I asked him just kind of for a quote. Man, what's your quote? And his mantra is win the day. It's a simple message, right? Win the day. You know what else it is? It is a powerful message. Don't worry about next month. Don't worry about next year. Don't worry about next week. Win today's practice. Win today's reps. Win today's workouts. Win today's classroom. Win your own attitude today. Are you being a good teammate? Are you being a good classmate? Everybody in your class that play on your team, are you being the kind of person that Coosa Christian wants their kids to be? They want their student athletes to be. If you do all these things, the winning on Friday nights will take care of themselves. You don't have to worry about that. That's the mindset that Coach Alaric Williams is putting on this Coosa Christian Conqueror team. He is saying that I'm really less concerned about winning the football game at this point. I'm more concerned in winning the day, winning the moment. And I'm so excited that Jeff and I will be broadcasting this team again this year. I'm excited to get back to practices, hanging out with the guys. I love the group. I love being there. I'm so thankful they made us a part of that. And again, this is the last episode in this series, and we're going to start breaking down some other things, getting ready for games. Again, it's going to be a fantastic year of high school football. Jeff Underwood and myself will be bringing coaches shows. We'll be doing the Alaric Williams show. We'll be doing the Davin Hawkins Etowah show, and we'll be doing the Coach Randy Dupree Gaston show. So 3 shows this year. I'm very excited about that, and we could not be more excited. So, hey, go support these kids, support these coaches, support the back office staff, because a lot of, they're having to be fed. Deanna Flanagan, Jacqueline, I'm going to call you Coach Jacqueline. Jacqueline is doing a tremendous job. I'm talking about Jacqueline Keener, Dr. Keener, all the people that's pouring into this, the wives of these coaches, the girlfriends of these coaches. I don't know everybody's marriage situations. I'll put that out there. The support staff at the school, from Jack Justice. Now he's retired from UPS. I couldn't be more happy for him. The athletic director. I'm excited that he's going to be there all the time. Josh Jodd, athletic director, going to be pushing. It's his son's final year. I'm looking at a big thing for Rex. And you can't think about that if you don't talk about Miss Julie Delp, Principal Julie Delp, again, a good, godly woman. Andrea Helms, man, she does so much for this program. And one of my favorite people is Brittany Parker. I appreciate everything you do. There's a huge support staff, and I'm leaving people out. I apologize. From the cooking to the cleaning to the washing to everything that has to be done. That's football season. That's at every school, not just Coosa. So please text these people. See how you can help. See how you can volunteer. Hey, drop off a case of water, a case of Gatorade. Drop off some, just asking, hey, what do you need? Be encouraging. More importantly, be prayerful. So thankful for our sponsors, Twin City Used Cars. Man, they got all the cars you need. Go check out Bobby and the gang over there. Tree Man Tree Service, Jerry Bogle, 256-393-0127. Sam Boswell Honda, excited for what they do for high school athletics here in Etowah County. Coosa Valley Baptist Church. You guys give me a try, and all the gang at Coosa Valley Baptist Church, 523 West Grand Avenue. Service on Sunday morning, 10:30. Scott Coley, what's up, man? I'm just now looking at the comments. Kenny Thompson, appreciate you. Again, thank you, everyone watching. Please tag someone and tell someone you appreciate them, from Alaric Williams to Jack Justice to everyone in between, Andrea Helms, everyone that's helping this program. Please go support them. Let them know you love them. More important, let them know you're praying for them. This has been episode Coosa Christian right here on The Jerry White Show.